Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me in my garden today. So today I'm going to trim my wisteria and for the summer trimming, and I thought maybe I can do a video today and share with you what I'm doing in the garden, and then also to give you just a little bit of a tour of what's going on and what is new blooming in the garden at this time. So and then also I wanted to update you in my new project that I started, and I just wanted to show you where I am with that and what's going on there. Hope all of you guys had a really great week. I'm really excited for this video because all my hydrangeas are blooming at the moment, and I was really excited to share this with you. So anyway, for the wisteria today, you can see I've actually been waiting for a long time because I wanted to do a video and it's just got out of control, and I'm like, I really have to trim this. But for the this is a just wanted to say that this wisteria is actually a standard, which is trained to be a tree. This is a white one. It's doing really good this year. It's been here for a few years, but honestly, it's been just really slow coming together, acclimating. I think it had a few problems, got maybe dry a little bit. I'm not sure, but this year is doing really good. It's a good year for it. So anyway. For summer trimming of wisteria, what I need to do is, as much as I'm getting information, is that I have to go 5 buds and just basically trim those beautiful long vines right here, because eventually these are the ones that will bloom in the spring. So basically all I am doing is counting 5 buds, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And honestly, I don't think it's that important to count. You can trim 3 if you want, if they're really long, or you can leave even more than 5. It doesn't matter really. So I think I'm just going to do 5, just because that's what I heard everybody talk about. So that's what I'm going to do. And this is my compost bucket. You guys know I have a huge compost bucket, and I compost a lot because I have lots of waste in my garden. So here we go. I'm just going to basically trim to the bud. As you can see right here, there is a leaf, and then there is like those buds right there, and this is exactly where I'm going to cut like that. So, and you have to trim the wisteria as you go throughout the summer, because they do get leggy, and you have to keep them pruning all the time, and then in the spring they will give you really beautiful flowers. I love wisteria. Okay, I think this looks much better than it was, and so hopefully all these cuttings will eventually create really nice buds for the springtime. So this is the wisteria, and then we can just go and I can show you the garden really quick and show what's going on. These hydrangeas here are looking really good, and you can see all my white arborescent hydrangeas. They're strong Annabelles, or incredible, what I have incredible, but they are created from Annabelle. So they're all blooming right now, looking really good. And I just wanted to say that last spring, as all of you guys know, I got here a little late. I had a late start, so I didn't even bother to trim the hydrangeas, the arborescens. And And reason I also didn't trim, it wasn't so much time, it was a lot of time involved, but also I just thought, you know, they've been only planted last year, these guys, and so I thought maybe I'll just give one more year for them to really mature, and I didn't have to trim, and just see what they will do. But in fact, they got kind of leggy. So I was hoping that they would be a little stronger, but they did get leggy. So going forward, I definitely will take about third down in the spring. These guys bloom on the new wood every spring. So in the springtime, you can trim them, and then they will still bloom beautifully. But I'm going to take it down a little bit, and I think hopefully that will help them to get a little more compact, which what I think I would prefer a lot more, so they will not kind of lean more and get leggy. So that's what I'll do next year. But overall, it's looking really good, so I'm not going to even worry about it. I'm enjoying it. It's beautiful. And then I have hydrangea, big leaf hydrangea microphilia, which is doing really beautiful in this basket, and I thought I just wanted to share with you because it is so beautiful. Here it has a really huge head, and I can put my hand right next to it so you can see the reference to my head, how big these mop heads are. They're looking really beautiful. And so I have more hydrangeas blooming here in this area right here, and I kind of wanted to make them blue, but it's so much effort to make it blue. I just decided I'm not even going to worry about it because this is naturally, they become pink in alkaline soil, and that's what I have. And so I'm going to just keep them pink. And in fact, all these beautiful agapanthus that are blooming right next to it, it gives a nice contrast. So I decided I'm just going to let it be and be pink and blue, and I'll still continue doing really pretty. So I have dahlias growing a little bit. I have one that it's already opening. It's really pretty. I have another one here. Roses. I have few beautiful Isabel Otissie roses that are doing beautiful here. They're hybrid tea. And let's just go this way, and then we'll come back and I'll show you my hydrangea garden the other way around. But I have some dahlias here that are doing beautiful, and I really like the blue color with the kind of burning orange, you know, kind of deep orange color. It's looking really pretty. So I have more agapanthus blooming. Really excited. I absolutely love them. They're so pretty. Love those big long stems that are looking beautiful. So they're all coming together. And I wanted to show you this Wisteria. So this Wisteria I've planted about a few years ago, and honestly it just didn't do anything, and I was like, okay, what's going on? And this year, look, it's taking off completely. Like, I think I had this much growth just last maybe 3 weeks, and it's already up here. So this is a beautiful Wisteria. It's white and blue. It's a bicolor. Really excited about this, and I can't wait until it actually covers this beautiful gazebo here. So yeah, it's doing really, really beautiful. I'm excited. And so this is what really tells me how we need to be patient with some of the plants, because a lot of times we plant them and we really want them to perform right away, but sometimes it just takes time because they're just planted, and like I want them to do really well very quickly, but I have to remind myself that this garden has not been, you know, matured yet. I mean, it's been only planted past 4 years, and a lot of the plants has been just planted this spring, you know, and some of the beds has been only created this spring and last year. And so they're all coming together, but it takes a little time for all the plants to mature and acclimate and do really well and find themselves, you know, home. So this rose, I just wanted to show you how beautiful. This is a hybrid tea roses, and I got this in France. Actually, this rose is just one of my favorite roses in the garden. And this is a really funny story because when I went to Flower Festival 2 years ago to purchase all my roses for my formal garden, and because I purchased all of them, this rose grower was so happy that I purchased quite a few, and he just gave me this rose. He was like, you know, this is a similar variety. If you like that variety, I think you will like this one. And in fact, I really love this one, and this is a gift which is really special to me. So this area of the garden is looking really good. Dahlias are coming together. It's starting to mature more. I just started lining with my bricks here, and I can't wait to finish. I think this will look really good when I'm finished and done. They're just sitting right now. They're not anchored or anything, so I just put them there for now. But anyway, I need to continue doing that. I think it's going to look really good just to get this part done. Just wanted to show you my new project here. I worked on it yesterday quite a bit. Oh, and I wanted to show this rhododendron because it's already starting new buds for next year, and I have so many. I'm so excited. This is going to be really pretty. And these are hydrangea strawberry vanilla, and this is a tree form. And I just planted them, I believe, not last year, but the fall before, in the ground here. And last year they did okay. Because I mean they're not in a flower bed, and I really find that when you plant, if you have a massive flower bed and you're planting all the flowers in the bed and you're giving them water and it stays moist all around, they do better. So as you can see, these guys are not in the flower beds, and a lot of times the soil around it gets really dry. Even though I watered them, the water gets saturated, I think, on the other areas, and they don't really get as much as they usually get. But this year they're doing really good, and we had lots of rain this spring as well, so I think that really has helped. But this one is doing really good. Look how many blooms I have on these trees. And so if you guys don't have tree hydrangeas, I really recommend for you to have them. They are a little pricey, but they're worth it because they're so beautiful. A lot of them they go up about sometimes 8 feet tall, and especially limelight, the PG, are just gorgeous. I have some in Colorado, and they were so beautiful. I got so many compliments from our neighbors and people who walked by. They absolutely love that. They were constantly asking me what it is. And also I wanted to ask you guys, if you're interested to see some of my Colorado garden. It wasn't obviously as big as this one, but I had really beautiful garden, and I have lots of pictures, including the clematis I always talk about. So if you're interested to see like a slideshow, like the one George made last time, lots of you guys met with my husband George, and I could probably ask him to put one together for my previous Colorado garden. We had a pond. It was really beautiful, the one that we created there. So if you're interested to see the flowers there, let me know, and we'll put a slideshow together, kind of like the one he did here and the previous one, and so you guys can see what I'm talking about always when I talk about my Colorado garden. So anyway, let's progress here, and I can show you my new project. So we just, my husband and I, a wonderful husband who helped me to put this this pergola together. I definitely was not going to be able to do this by myself, and it, when he helps me, it goes so quick. But most of the time he's so busy with everything that he's doing. It's like that's why I try to do everything myself here in the garden. But anyway, we put this together. I have a really nice climbing rose, which is a gift from a friend of mine here in France. It's a Lady Banks rose. rose, and oh, it's so beautiful. It's actually thornless. If anybody is interested to have a climbing rose that is thornless, and if you have issues with thorn, you can grow this beautiful rose. There's a creamy, beautiful yellow flowers, and they look like pearls really when they all open. And so it's very aggressive. You have to have a big place for it because it goes, it really goes, and you need to have something strong structure to hold the rose. But I'm going to plant that, which I have it there. It's not in its permanent spot, so I'm going to move that rose here and have it grow and basically just kind of take over the top. And the Ladybanks rose is also a semi evergreen here in my area, so it probably will stay green, or semi-green most of the time, which is nice. It will not lose all its leaves, and so it will kind of basically take over, lay on top of the pergola, and also hopefully hang on the sides, and it will be really kind of fairy tale look to it. It will have a kind of fairy tale look because it will have beautiful pearl-like sort of flowers that will hang from all sides. It would be really pretty. And then here I'm hoping to do a little bit of a sitting area where we can have lunch or maybe the barbecue, etc. So this is kind of and honestly the reason why I'm bringing this area so far from the door is because our garden is getting so beautiful, and I want to be able to utilize the entire place versus just sitting at the door and kind of looking out this way. I really like to use the entire garden. So walking all the way from the door here to have a lunch or coffee or entertain friends, that way we will enjoy walking through the entire area, which I'm really excited about it. And then here I showed you this last time. We kind of cleared out a whole bunch of stuff that is, I think they're actually lilac that was kind of spread everywhere, and you can see some on the other side. They're still left over. So basically all I'm doing is going through here and trying to dig and take out all the roots that are in the ground, because I'm going to create gardens here, and without that I just obviously can't. But I've been digging. Yesterday I worked probably the tree to tree section about this far, and I was hoping to finish it today, but I haven't had time to do that today. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get this one finished. But you can see, I mean, these are the roots. And I also wanted to tell you that I have to cut all the dry branches from these trees, because when I start creating the garden, it will be really difficult for me to go there and cut all the branches. So I'd rather get it done ahead of time before I start planting anything underneath, and then that way I don't have to go there. And so I did cut one branch, as you can see here, and then these roots are just you can see what I'm digging out. Like, look at this. I mean, this is what I've been digging out from the ground. And yesterday I worked quite a bit. I was really tired, but look what I've been digging out. So it takes a lot of work, but eventually it's all worth it. And so let's go this way, and I'll show you my other hydrangea garden, where my woodland area, which we call it woodland area. Let me see, there's some beautiful things here before we go, but I look at maybe dahlias. I can show you. I have some dahlias growing. This is a cactus dahlia. It's looking really beautiful here, looking very nice. And so there is another one right here that you can see. It's looking, I think this one called Bora Bora. I don't know, it's an interesting name. So we go this way. And you guys, this spider is still here. This spider, I can't find him, but oh, maybe he's right there. But he still has his web build. Like, I keep taking it down and he builds it overnight. It's like he's really fast, this guy. And I really want him to find a home somewhere else because I don't want to kill him. But I really don't like this web here. So okay, let's go this way. I have some roses blooming. Also, I have this. So these daylilies, you guys, they're looking really pretty. I love these double daylilies. So, I planted them last year, maybe a couple of years ago, and they're still maturing. So I really didn't get flowers last few years, but they are starting to bloom this year, and I love how they pop from everywhere. Really pretty. So my cannas are blooming. I really like them. My roses are doing really good, and you can also see my blue salvia is popping up from everywhere. And I just wanted to say that pollinators really love the blue salvia, if you or any kind of salvia. I had several ones, and they just were full of butterflies and bees. So if you guys like to have pollinators in your garden, salvias probably are the plants to have. So let's go this way, and I can show you my hydrangeas. This area is looking really, really pretty. I just wanted to share with you how beautiful this place is. So you can see these guys are lace cap hydrangeas. They're just so pretty. They have a little florets in the center and a really large petals on the edges. Mauve heads are doing really pretty. And this container here, you guys saw in my last video, I planted this beautiful begonia, and I had plenty of room because I really wanted to plant white impatiens, like underplant the white impatiens, which I didn't do it. I didn't get some last time when I did video, because honestly I thought I will not have enough room, because although this container, although it looks kind of big, it doesn't have a lot of room in the center, but I did have room. And so anyway, I planted the white impatiens, and I really like how it looks. Also I wanted to show you that I moved my clematis here. You guys remember I planted in my first clematis video outside of my fence, but because I didn't have room and I really needed to save this clematis because it was in a very, very hot sunny spot, which was fine, it survived. But since now I removed my strawberry vanilla hydrangeas from here into the sunnier spot, I actually had up space for this clematis. So what I did, I decided to just bring it here, pop them in this corner. This is actually a really nice spot. It doesn't have a lot of sun, but it has enough to embrace the clematis, but not really get the roots very hot. But this way it will get plenty of water, because I'm watering everything here, and it will stay in a moister area than it was sitting just kind of solo, other side of the fence somewhere. So I'm excited. We'll see how this guy takes off, but it takes time a little bit, so we have to be patient with them. It's doing fine though. I think it's happier now than it has been. And so here you go. I also wanted to show you this container. This hydrangea is like really out of control, looking really beautiful. I love how the garden is coming along here. And then this particular one, look, I was able to actually change the color blue, and I don't know how did this happen, because I did give aluminum sulfate to some of other hydrangeas as well, but it looks like this is the only one that really took it, so which is okay. I'm really enjoying the blue, but I don't know how long it will take. I'm not putting too much efforts, just as I said, because my soil is alkaline. Naturally they will go back to pink, and that's totally fine with me. But I also wanted to show you this beautiful, this is one of my favorite hydrangeas. It's a stargazer, and it will have a little florets in the center, but has a double flowers all around the edges. It's very, very pretty. It's obviously it still has time to open up, but and flower, but you can still see at this stage what it's going to look like. And the containers are very pretty. I have jasmine, which is growing beautifully. It's a star of the Tuscany, I believe. Beautiful creamy color. My white hydrangeas are doing really beautiful in the containers. And this one is one of my favorites, because you can see I did give some of this properties to make it blue to this hydrangea as well, and you can see it's starting to turn blue. But the white with the blue, it's almost like gives a bicolor kind of a look to it, which I really like. And These are gardenias, and actually they flowered quite a bit. They're doing really good this year, and you're not gonna believe the scent. Sometimes when I come out this door, it's so strong, and I love the scent of gardenia. It's really beautiful. So, and the containers are doing really good with the begonias. My oak leaf hydrangeas are doing okay. They're still acclimating. They do have blooms. They will get big. It's called Alice, this variety. But they're acclimating. They will be okay. They're just kind of still, you know, they've been only planted last spring, so they'll be okay. And then let's just go around and I can show you my fuchsia. It's doing really well. But right before that, all the campanulas are doing really beautiful. Look at this beautiful campanulas. I'm really enjoying them. I have several planted this variety planted of this campanula varieties here, and they look really beautiful. I have several here, and then a few more on this side, which they're just getting ready to start opening. And so let's go to the other side and I'll show you. The fuchsia has lots of blooms this year and it's looking really pretty. I did planted this fuchsia last year and it's doing good. To consider that they got really dry while I wasn't here, but you can see it has lots of blooms. This variety, it's a hardy fuchsia. It comes back every year in my area, and it's called Sarah. This variety is not going to get really big, which kind of stays in within about 3 feet tall and probably 3 feet wide, maybe less. You can always trim them too, but it looks really nice. I love this variety. And so I have some more plan to plant in this area because there was a hydrangea there which I removed. It was a strawberry vanilla. I moved that into the sunnier spot, so I have to do some planting here. And then I moved all of these campanulas from the other side of my garden, and I decided to go around this edge because they will hopefully fill in and create a one solid edge of the edge here. They're really nice. They bloom beautifully. Like you can see, they're blooming right here, and it's a nice kind of ground cover plant, which hopefully, and they actually stay evergreen all winter long in my area, which is nice. I can just have it filled right here and then plant other things behind it, which will be fine. So this is a project that I'm going to do. So I guess that's all for today, you guys. Hope you enjoyed this beautiful scene. You can see from here everything looks just really beautiful with all the beautiful flowers and colors, looking really good. This oak leaf hydrangea is doing really well, is really good this year. This one called a Klaus and has lots of bloom this year. This is has lots of blooms this year. It has been here only like 2 years, maybe less. So hope you enjoyed this video, you guys. If you have any questions, let me know about any of the plants that you see in my garden, or anything that maybe I can explain. Just let me know. I love and enjoy reading all your comments. Thank you so much for sending all the messages, and have a wonderful week. Don't forget to subscribe to my videos if you like them, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.